today is Tuesday. It's the 28th of May 2019. I just want to make this very important uh, announcement because of very legitimate questions that have been being asked of me. But first, I think I have to adjust the camera. No? Well, anyway, after the election, the turnover of leadership or even fresh mandates can take up time and resources. So we would like to utilize this time period to polish our own preparation so that by the time there are discussions and deliberations in both houses of Congress, we are already in place to echo and chew on it, digest, turn it upside down if need be, so that the most realistic implications of this can be reduced to the level that can be understood by the masses. So although now I'm speaking in a foreign language, English, but for the series of the shows that we're going to have, there will be an English wrap-up, but mostly the panel discussion will be done in Tagalog because I know that somehow even those in Visayas and Mindanao can understand some form of Tagalog or Filipino, even just the basic understanding of it. But there will be wrap-up, which I hope I can do that in the language that will be understood by non-Filipinos or even those Filipinos who are proficient in language other than Filipinos because they're living abroad. So that's the reason for it. So in order to open our own venue and forum, we really have to promote it first. Our activities at this point in time will reach viewership amongst the plugged population. And when I say plugged, they are another term for the online, for the netizens. We are going to make ourselves known to the plugged populace, the netizens, both Filipinos and to the different nationalities who might be interested about lessons to be learned in our own democratic practices. Diba? Filipinos, the Philippines is supposed to be the only Christian nation here in this part of the world. So there must be some kind of uniqueness here in Southeast Asian nations, diba? And I know that if something like this is happening elsewhere, like in Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, I would want to tune in and in order to learn about our neighbors and of course for the lesson learned, because it's not an exercise in futility, that much I can assure you. So we will do this, the promotion, we will do this through offline means. We have to utilize person-to-person promotions first before we can generate meaningful online audience. So before we rely on boosting and promotion online, we have to do it person-to-person. We are going to coordinate and make ourselves known in person to the different communities. First off, the first leg of this promotion is Metro Manila. For obvious reason, it's the capital region, it's the most densely populated area, and somehow all my important records are already there. So if I'm already acknowledged as a person of substance, quote and unquote, because of the substantial paperwork that I was able to produce and ask help for, I might as well help the bureaucracy, the bureaucratic processes by personifying the name and the credentials contained in those papers, up close and personal. So through this interaction, we will be launching the information dissemination in Metro Manila. In our experience, this is the best way to generate awareness from major sponsors to shoulder the cost of a sustained information campaign to every Filipino who should be aware of the present concerns facing the country. So the impact, why the need, why the need for this information campaign? The impact of the second train law, if enacted, will really be felt by not just taxpayers but all people, the families of the taxpayers. And the most immediate relief can come from the knowledge that it's being used for the development of the country and that we're all going to be the ultimate beneficiary. Funny how my occupation with my parents' death claims can bring this knowledge, this realization up to the up front, diba? Because for the last 3 days I have been fortunate to be able to look at the life's work of my parents and my grandparents and how their legacy, their inheritance can be provided for us, the descendants. So it's the same thing here. Surely expenses for undertakings like this can be helped by the private sector, whose economic stakes in the progress of our nation is of utmost importance. Most importantly, this will establish yours truly as a real person, not just an online personality, who will facilitate this series of life events. So I will be introducing myself, who will, presto, will come out of the monitor, similar to this monitor of the computer, in order to be physically present amongst those who can watch me just through the online shows and the online broadcasts that I have already been uploading. Since I'm already a person of substance as far as the different executive departments are concerned, I will just be personifying that person to different communities. Rest assured that the experience we have in event organizing will help us to not be intrusive, coercive, or even promote through hard selling. No hard selling. We will just be making the awareness about our existence. This is an important step in introducing myself up close and personal on a physical stage at the most populated areas in Metro Manila in order to raise awareness of the coming town hall meetings which they can participate in live via live streaming. The response and feedback will help us set up the first venues and topics to discuss with live events coming from the organized sectors who are based in Calabarzon, Cavite, Batangas, Laguna, Quezon, and Rizal. We can't bypass this preparation because in our experience, the success of an event relies on a successful preparation. Without the buzz, there can be no real reason to expect interest to what we're about to organize as the day's main event. In our experience, and Direct Eddie can vouch for this, the live event, the success of it really depends on the preparation and the marketing that we're going to do ahead of it, how we are going to promote the date, the venue, the participants. Without this preparation, there can be no real reason to expect that there will be a successful event for the day. So these promotional activities are mainly leaflets and short programs at different malls where the gathering of people, especially on a weekend, it can't be underrated. So the importance of the work that we're going to do now, although it's not in Quezon, although it's not in Lucena because it's going to be in Metro Manila, will still be part of TIBC Lucena because what we're doing really is promoting this entity which has started here in Lucena City and bringing it bringing the awareness to the nation's capital in Metro Manila, so that the town hall meetings, town hall inspired meetings, the live events that we're going to do in the different areas of the provinces can generate enough funds and buzz and interest from the online population, so that it will maximize, and any discussion that can happen will be magnified and can be echoed in different places, in different pockets of small groups who are also interested in what will be deliberated on by both houses of Congress. So it begins now. This is your student, Clarissa Tagata, as I am introducing myself to you through this online broadcast. This is exactly what I will be doing, just not just through the internet, but person to person, through the small events, the very short programs that we will be asking for our guesting and accommodation. And in our experience, the show that we did, the Urban Fashion Kids Modeling, the Urban Fashion Modeling Search Kids Edition, which had taken place in SMCT Lucena, it was successful, and we want to replicate that in the information awareness prelude to the small town meetings that we're going to have. So this is your story, and I hope that I get to answer the general question about the existence and the continued operation of the IBC. Only the details will come after after some more discussions with the offices and with other persons of interest. And it's all happening. Don't worry, this time around, I am not by my lonesome, and it's not a stand-alone project. That much I can assure you. It's not a stand-alone project, and there are people who will be helping us, and they had sent fillers already, and I'm just praying that they materialize into a meaningful way. So yours truly will be in Shaw Boulevard. That's because I have to drop by the Pag-ibig Funds Home Mutual Development Fund in Shaw Boulevard in Mandaluyong. So I will also be in the barangay in the barangay halls in Makati and also in BGC. So all these preparations are being undertaken by yours truly, and it's now not. Hopefully there's no more delays, but I can just hope and pray